Today on the YouTube channel, we're going to talk about the importance of the attitude of gratitude. So it's important to be grateful for wherever you are, especially if you believe in God, the universe, or the law of attraction. Everything is happening for a reason. It might be hard to fully grasp that concept, especially if you feel like your life is falling apart or it just feels off, something feels off. So if you're dealing with the law of attraction and you set an intention and you now are taking the steps to move in that direction, pretty much to change your identity, change your reality, you have to realize that whatever you want to change and the new timeline you want to go into will most likely be different than where you are right now. You might not have the same relationships, you might not live in the same area, you might not even, probably most likely not going to be the same person. So in essence, you're pretty much letting go of an old version of yourself to step into the version of yourself that you want to be. This can be very scary. Um, you don't know what that's going to look like, or maybe you have an idea of what you want it to look like. But the whole point of being grateful for the process and just where you are is knowing that the frequency you hold is the frequency that you're going to manifest. So that's why a lot of the times it'll look different or it'll feel different than what you currently are, because you want change, you want something different. So in order to have something different, you have to do something different. That's one of the common sayings that people say when it comes to change, and it's definitely true. I know for me, when I wanted to do something different, I had to let a lot of things go. Mindsets, I had to let go of people, people who held those mindsets that I was letting go. A lot of temptation, things that I knew that were gonna tempt me away from my goals or away from the lifestyle I wanted to live. Um, Had to let go of places. I've been all over the world. I've lived all over the world, traveled. I got to see different cultures and how they do things. Um, it made me appreciative of where I came from, and then also where I'm at now. Um, in a completely different place now than I was before, and I'm grateful for everything I went through just because it brought me to this point here. Now, if you had asked me at that time, how did I feel about um, being at a low point in my life? Of course, I remained faithful, so I understood that God had a plan. Um, Maybe it's not where I wanted to be, but it's where I needed to be. I needed to learn a lesson of in faith, remain faithful, or I needed to learn to let go of the fear of abandonment, being by myself. Learn to love myself for who I am and just be me, and the right people will come to me. Even if that hasn't happened yet or that didn't happen, it's those people are on the way. The more I resonate with my true self, my true identity, then pretty much the universe has no other choice but to send me people who resonate with me. So that's why it's important just to be grateful, because it's a journey. I mean, along the way you learn things, uh, or you're supposed to learn valuable lessons that can help you with other parts of your journey, and it can also help you with others, um, help them on their journey. So it's kind of what it's all about. We're all here to have our own human experience and to uplift others as much as we can. Of course, there's the other side of it too. There's people who are really negative and they kind of don't care about others. They're just looking out for themselves, and that's fine. I mean, you need those types of people in the world just to have a balance. You can't have light without dark, so you can't have good without bad. Those people serve a purpose as well too. It's to, like I said, balance. For some, it's to show people what they don't want. For others, it's just to show a mirror. Maybe they're going down the wrong path, and They need to be shown their reflection to put them on the right path. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of my experience with it. It's a long journey. There's a lot of ups and downs, hills, um, all the emotions. Might be really down, like depressed, um, maybe even in denial of what I should do. Really intuitive, so a lot of the times I know what I'm supposed to do, and you do too. I mean, there might be some kind of cognitive dissonance going on with you just because you want to keep these people around, or you want to kind of hold on to a past version of yourself because you don't really know what's going to happen. Like, especially if this is early on in your journey and you're still getting used to trusting God, the universe, um, to provide for you, it can be frustrating, especially when um, it doesn't really go the way you thought it was going to go. That's another thing too, is letting go of expectations. It's good to have expectations, like expect to be caught when you jump, you take that leap of faith, but in when and how you're going to be caught, that's kind of up to God and the universe. So um, a lot of the times for me, it's always been at the last minute. I laugh, but in those instances, it's not really funny. But it's always been at the last minute that I had been saved, or something just pops up that I needed. So the more faith I had, the more God came through. So it's all just about faith. I mean, if you're dealing with the law of attraction as well, it's ask, believe, and receive. But part of that process is have unwavering faith. Like, just know that you're gonna get it. Like, you're expecting it. Like, you already have it. And it's worked for me. I mean, since a young age, I think I might have been a teenager when I learned about the law of attraction. But I was already kind of doing it. My culture, we don't call it the law of attraction, but my culture is based on energy and things like that. So uh, it was already in my culture from a young age. I was kind of doing it, and then while I was in the GATE program uh, in elementary, I had wanted to learn about manifestation. So I started looking up things like that, and then esoteric knowledge, occult knowledge. Same thing that goes on with my culture, is just was called something different. So yeah, I mean, it's good to talk to people who have stories of manifestation. Um, a lot of people, if they believe in manifestation, they believe in coincidences as well. I mean, or confirmations. There's really no such thing as coincidence. It's just a confirmation of you're on the right path, or you have to tweak something just a little bit. So be on the lookout for signs as well. I mean, that's another thing, is just being aware of your energy, aware of what's around you, and then the people too. Normally, people will fall into three categories. So they're a mirror; they're trying to mirror something back to you. They're an angel, so some type of blessing, like they're showing you something, teaching you something. Uh, mirror back in, or a crystal ball. So it'd be a mirror, an angel, or a crystal ball. Crystal ball is someone who is farther along on the journey, a similar journey that you're on. So it's kind of telling you uh, what you most likely will become. Even if it's not that, it'll be similar. So a lot of times it'll be someone older, similar interests. They'll be probably doing what you're wanting to get into or something like that. So it's a crystal ball because it shows you one reality that you can have if you follow in their footsteps, or kind of they take you underneath their wing. So those are the three different types of people you have most likely in your life. But yeah, just be aware of everything really. What are you intaking, energy wise, eating? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Those are all can be signs as well too. You know what I mean? If you're listening to music and it's on shuffle, and a certain song comes to you and you resonate with it, it has words that maybe send you a message, those are signs as well. The people you meet on an everyday basis, maybe you're at the store, you overhear somebody talking about something, or you know someone, they say what's up and have a conversation. But the universe is always working. The law of attraction is always working, whether for the good or for the bad. It's always working. So just be aware of that. Be conscious. That's why every day on my Facebook I'm posting kind of like motivational messages. Every day I read from this book. It's The Secret. It has, I think, 365 days, so a full year. And then every day has a message, something to do with manifestation, keeping you on track. So I've been reading those. You can go on my Facebook. I think I share reels, either reels or stories, so you can listen to them. That's how I start my day. I read what it has to say, and then I share it with others as well. It's been helpful for other people, so that's kind of what my goal is to kind of be a motivational speaker, uplift others, get them to believe, or not necessarily believe, but be an example of the law of attraction, manifestation, and God. Show people what God can do in your life. And yeah, just be an example for others. So that's the whole main goal of everything I do, especially since I have children. Set a good example so they'll want to follow, or even just see what type of person to be, or to aspire to be. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, and then check out my socials, my Facebook, also my website. If you're interested in any services, message me, we can talk about it. But be on the lookout for other content as well. I'll be sharing content every day, so something new, a new topic. If you want me to talk about anything or share anything, let me know, and then I'll come up with some type of idea, and then eventually it'll be on here on one of the channels. Even tarot, look at my tarot channel, or Kahuna Tarot. If you like tarot, things like that. But yep, that's pretty much it. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one.